name is Paul. I'm from JellyNYC. And could you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Gordon.
And I'm Scott. We're Frank Rabbit.
Do you think that your newest album is your best? Is it refreshing to have a whole list of tracks to tour with? Or by the time you're already on tour, those tracks are kind of stale because you've been working on them for so long, and the old ones are familiar and refreshing?
I mean, no, I always think that your latest album should be your best, you know, and I do feel that way. The way that we've toured in the past is we really hammered a lot of the old songs, so it was just nice to have like a totally fresh set. But then, inevitably, we've hammered these ones as well. So it's like, you know, I think that's kind of part of the process of being in a band. It's actually essential because growing tired of your old material is what drives you to do new material. So yeah, the whole process actually works. It's well tried and tested, and it's there for a reason. So yeah, it's good.
Do you think that your accents have affected your reception in the States, for good or for bad?
Well, most of the reaction to the accent has been positive. You know, like I think we don't really have a particularly strong Scottish accent, so it's like it's actually kind of easy enough for people to understand what we're saying. But like, yeah, I think people appreciate for the main reason why it's not like it was a choice, but it reflects like honesty, you know, like people, if you're singing in your own voice and your own accent, it would be silly to me to like adopt anything else. So I think the main thing that comes from using my own accent is like an honesty and like a kind of clarity of thought, so that there's no barrier getting in the way of that.
Yeah, you do hear, or I guess I hear, music from people that speak English but in different countries with very strong accents, and when they sing, you can't hear it at all.
Yeah.
In your
I think
voice.
maybe that's what people find refreshing.
I think it's like, you know, there's a singing accent that's been going about since rock and roll started.
People don't kind of notice it anymore.
Not,
They sort of can say, "Oh, that's an American
kind of
accent."
American.
And yeah, but they go, "No, what are you talking about? That's just a singing accent."
Yeah. But no, I would feel icky doing any other accent. It'd be horrible.
Do the words, I mean, throughout the tour, do the words lose their like initial rawness and pain throughout the process, and is the end result cathartic or numbing?
Well, it's not. It's neither of those things. I think that it does lose its original meaning. But the thing that keeps it exciting for me is that it loses meaning for me, but then I'm playing in front of all these people for whom it has a new meaning. You know, like so for the shows aren't about me anymore. The record is about me, and that is when I did that. That was what I was feeling. But that's no longer the case. And when we go out on the road and tour, it's about everyone that comes, you know, and I'm in many ways just like, I guess, I don't know how to say it without sounding cheesy, a conduit for the songs that they've grown to love and welcome into their lives. So I think, I think it's not about therapy or anything like that. It's just more about, you know, framing it and then letting it behind, you know.
And for this newest album, I know you wrote most of the last one. Were the other band members involved in the songwriting process, the lyrical process?
Not so much. I'm trying to open it up. You know, now I feel like we've actually got a proper band.
Yeah.
I haven't felt that way for whatever really. So I think now I'm gonna try, but it's difficult for me. It's been a solitary process for many years now, and it's hard to open that up.
Definitely. Is there anything about the professional musician lifestyle that you guys, either of you, really dislike?
You see, Gordon, you're actually the only technically professional musician in the band.
No. I'm gonna say no to that. Because, like in the words of Kevin Drew the other night, it's a hard life, but it's a good one.
yeah.
No, you can't complain about anything really.
We do complain about things.
We do. No, it's good to complain, but
I've heard the album.
Yeah. Oh no, but that's nothing to do with. But you know, it's like you get into the minutiae of touring, you begin to complain about things like, say, a lack of mozzarella balls in your dressing room. Those cliches are completely true because the small things can really piss you off, because all the big things are sorted out. You know, like if you're playing sold out shows each night, then you got to have. People still need to complain. It's human nature. So I will continue to complain as long as I do this. But really,
I think about the worst things getting out of bed, right? That's
meaningless.
That's
the
hardest.
Oh yeah,
that's the hardest part.
Actually, that's the only thing I did not expect when I started doing this. And what they don't tell you is you have to get up early a lot. You don't get to lie in very much, and I think I didn't realise that until I started doing it, you know, full time. And I'd love a wee lie in every now and again. It's not going to happen for the next few days.
You guys able to catch any bands this weekend? Is this your first day?
Yeah, we just got here last night.
I went to see the National last night in the House of Blues. Yeah, that was really good. But I don't know if we'll get to see them today or
maybe.
I don't know.
I mean
that's the thing. You just go and catch what you can. Really, I don't know if it's worth planning it or anything.
There's no point in planning. I've got a schedule in my pocket, but all this means is like, let's see what bands I'm going to miss today because I've got other things to do. Yeah, you know. So I really am going to insist on Soundgarden later on. I think I can't wait to see them. But apart from that, you know, the other thing about most festivals is the same bands are playing them all summer. So, you know, we've now seen collectively Broken Social Scene about 5 or 6 times because they've been everywhere that we've been, and I think, you know, it's just one of those things. It's you'll catch them eventually. So I'm not too fussed about going and seeing tons of things. I can hear them from here anyway.
What do you guys do to pass time on the road?
I mean, I've always been quite happy just sitting, looking out a window and thinking about stuff. And that still is something, that's my main pastime on the road, is looking out windows and thinking.
Yeah, there's a lot of looking out windows thinking. Yeah, reading some books and crosswords. We're very peaceful.
Yeah, we kind of have it's not a rule as such, but we don't talk a great deal in the van or on the bus.
You don't want to use up all the conversations.
No, you want to
you want to save those for when there's other
spread
people.
Spread it out and like so yeah, no, there's a bit of reading goes on. I mean, working our way through various American TV shows like The Wire and Mad Men.
Game of Bust-a-Snatch, maybe.
Oh, Bust-a-Snatch! Oh yeah, well, we should bring it back. And I love to play bongos in the morning. Yeah.
I recommend Breaking Bad next.
Oh, right. No, you're not the first to say that, actually. But I've got so much to get through now. I've got season 5 of The Wire. I've got... Oh, what else is... People are saying Californication's actually quite good. So
I watched a bit of that. I'm miles behind. I just finished Twin Peaks.
So we'll see.
Are there any songs that you particularly don't like playing live?
Yeah, we kind of just don't play them. With those ones, a lot of the material from the first album, the very first album, Sing the Greys, I don't have any connection with anymore at all, because apart from the fact that I'm pleased that it was my first album, and that's really the only sentiment that still follows me around today. But yeah, a lot of that first album material, I still, it's not the actual song as such, but some songs I just can't seem to lock in with live. I just doesn't really, and the other thing is, like, a lot of the times when you're playing out live, it's the audience that dictates what ones are going best. So we'll drop things that aren't going so well, or we're starting to anyway. So yeah, it changes and shifts, but yeah, I still like most of them.
Here and here, linking the 2 existing roads, and right in the middle of this thriving highway will be Hospital Park.
What's the recording on? I think it's the track Man Bag of Sand.
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know. Even if I did know, I probably wouldn't say because they might sue me. I don't think we got permission. But well, the thing is, I was just sitting around in the house one day, and the TV was on, and I was just fiddling about with my sampler. I just bought one, so I recorded that as a kind of just something to mess about with and figure out the settings on the thing.
Yeah.
And it just stuck behind the song.
What kind
So
of recorder was it?
huh?
What kind of sampler was it?
Roland 3. What do they call it? PS303 or something like that. It's the standard kind of like just Roland job. But yeah, no, it's an old movie or something, but I can't remember which one. I'd love to find out.
How do you feel about encores and double encores?
Double's not something.
I've never had a double.
Never
Have you ever had a double?
might have done a double once. I can't remember why.
I was just thinking about this last night because like the national and last night it just sort of went off for like 2 seconds and back on. It's like,
on, yeah.
But it's just basically a reminder. It's like the sort of rock scene's got itself into this niche now where you have to do it. Otherwise, it's like not people necessarily want it. It's just like you just have to go. All right, we're almost done. So it's just a signifier.
Here's your
more
last
than
chance
anything.
to like go a little bit mental,
yeah.
and this is the end of the show.
That's all.
But then,
But sometimes when it's genuine, it's a genuinely moving thing, right?
When the people just don't want to go and really want to hear more stuff, that can happen. But you know, the problem with the double is we've never planned for it, and so the times we have done it, it's been a bit of an anticlimax because we're like, what can we play now? We've done everything, and then we play something that's a bit shit and we haven't done for ages. So then everyone's just sort of like, yeah, I wish they hadn't done that. So yeah,
on encore.
Yeah, take it back.
What's the most awkward or interesting encounter you've had with an audience member? And do you enjoy the back and forth that happens at festivals because people are here, like people are more delirious because they've been standing for 24 hours?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy interacting. It's difficult at festivals actually because there's a distance there, you know, just physically. But yeah, I like meeting people. I don't like meeting people, but I like meeting our fans. Like, I don't have I'm a bit awkward around regular folk, but our fans are, as a rule, fantastic people, and I enjoy spending time with them and hearing their thoughts on various things. So yeah. But yeah, the randomness of a festival is always welcome.
Yeah. What are your favorite albums?
My favorite, well, I mean, Super Unknown by Soundgarden actually is one of them. Yankee Hotel Foxtrot by Wilco, the first TV and the Radio album, Twilight Sad's first album. There's quite a few, but yeah. Those are my. Was that 4 or 5? 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yourself?
Have you got any?
Yeah, no, I thought.
Do you like
that's
music?
Plenty. What's the music? I like music by Radiohead and Oasis and
Beatles. The Beatles album, the best of the Beatles.
the best of the Beatles.
One, yeah, the top number one song.
Yeah. That's a good one.
The Velvet Underground.
Yeah.
You heard of them?
Louise Reed.
Reed, beautiful lady.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
All right.
Time,
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Thanks.